Once again, we're recording back in the car.
Yep. Hey,
Alright.
new location.
Yeah, I know, right? So, anyways, recording in 3, 2, 1. Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of
No Filter Podcast.
I'm your host, Eddie, and we have...
I'm your host, Tavin.
Yes, as usual, we have hosts. And yes, once again, my camera and us look like shit black.
Mm-hmm.
And we are recording in the car.
Yep.
This time, it's not Tavin's car, it's my car.
Yes.
So...
Very, very beautiful leather steering wheel. Very atas.
By the way, how's your car going? How's selling your car going on now?
It's going great. I've gotten a few offers here and there. So
Cool. So,
very interesting.
lovely Porsche, lovely number plate, but the whole family looking at us like we are terrorists. Alright, so today, what's our topic for today again?
Today the topic is choosing friends.
Choosing friends. Speaking of choosing friends, I have chosen a very specific friend to come and talk about and to share her experience and her opinions. So this friend are kind of hard to get her to come, because she is like fucking all the way at Penang studying. How long more should I ask her to keep in that position? But anyways, let's welcome the very first co-host or very first guest, I would
I
say.
think it's second because Choyang was already.
Oh yeah, trans. So sorry you don't get the title anymore. So anyways, let us welcome our second guest on the podcast. We have...
Hi everyone.
Please make sure your mic's open.
Yeah, it's on.
It's on?
I think.
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, keep talking for 1 second.
Hello.
Yeah, talk.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's fine. Good.
Okay. Hi.
Please welcome Dania.
Please welcome Davina.
Welcome, Dania.
Clap hands.
To the fans of the No Filter Podcast, I'm Dania, the second guest on the show. Woohoo!
How you been?
Good.
How's Penang lah so far?
Great.
How are your friends there?
Could be better.
I mean all of us. Okay, I think you know what. Screw whatever recording. Let's just turn this up. Yeah, that's good. Can you talk again?
What's up? Mic
yeah,
check.
good.
1, 2.
Can you talk?
Yeah, 1, 2, chat.
Yeah, good. All right. So, yeah, Dania has been a long acquaintance of ours.
Wow.
I would prefer the term friend though, because acquaintance is
It's
like
just a little bit too far.
yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, you know what? Never mind. But I would say that she's a loyal supporter. We are planning to, of course, grab Yuan Mei and who did we mention last week? Raymond. And of course, most importantly, we had to grab Choyang.
Yes. But he said no.
But he said no. Anyways, we gotta find a way. There's a will, there's a way.
Yes.
And of course, where there is Dania, there is always life.
That's true. That's facts right there. So believe that, people.
Yeah.
So right now, I think, choosing friends. So who wants to start us off with today's topic?
I think we should start off with Daniel.
Yeah.
Okay,
Since
I
you
have
said
a
that.
question to ask. I've been wanting to ask since I heard the title of today's topic.
what's that?
Why choosing friends, guys?
Okay, so I didn't come up with the title, so it's more or less him. Why choosing friends?
So from first. Okay. So basically, why choosing friends is because we are in this season where we're talking about. This is the cue for you to take out your phone and look through the Excel sheet and tell me what's the season.
Season 1?
Yes, for season 1, what's the main title? Because I fucking forgotten it.
Eddie forgot his.
Education, finance, and goals.
Yes, so education, finance, and how does choosing friends relate to all of this?
Yeah, you know what's funny? I was just thinking that because I didn't know what the season was, and I was like, education, finance, goals. Hold on a minute. That isn't right.
Anyways, I think
season 2 is a relationship, so I feel like that should have gone a lot better. Season 3 is entrepreneurship, which I think what the previous 2 episodes should have been, which is financial stability and shit.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Let's go back to choosing friends and why we decide to choose friends.
Okay, I think why we feel that we want I wanted to put this in the first episode is because not first episode pula. First season is because that a lot of our goals is relationship one of them? No, right?
No.
Education, finance, and goals.
Yeah.
I think goals and finance, all this, it really comes down to the friends and your circle of people and being that you're with. So I felt that it was necessary to put choosing friends in this season instead of putting it into the relationship season. Because, in our previous episodes, we've been talking about how our relationship is shitty, how we have this one friend called David.
They keep bringing it up like it's clout. It's not.
It isn't. It's just trying to, we don't really have any examples besides him.
Yeah.
So.
And he's given us the best example of all. And
yeah.
Speaking of which, Dania, do you know David?
Yes, I do know David.
Cool. That's amazing per se, David has such an influence with our outer friends and inner friends.
Very interesting.
I'm pretty sure by now he should be a public figure of some sort or somewhat. But yeah, that's why I chose this topic to be in this season. So,
Okay.
Dania, what is your opinion about choosing friends? What do you find in a friend? How do you choose your friends?
I feel like a parent telling my children like, this is the kind of friends you choose, and this is the kind of friends that you stay away from. But for me, it generally boils down to the type of person that I'm gonna be friends with. But I also think it's not that easy because a person is just not one thing. They're made up of many things, and also your friends tend to also be people that you don't necessarily want to be friends with them, but you have to be friends with them. For example, like classmates. For example, I was not going to be the bestest of friends with Eddie, but we had to be because we were classmates. But then look how that turned out. So,
but I'm pretty sure that turned out great.
It did.
It did turn out great.
I would say, yeah, he's one of the longest friendships that I've had since high school, so I'm pretty proud of that. Not him, but the friendship.
Hold up. I was getting excited. I was getting happy. I was getting grateful that you said all those. Because Tavin here in our previous podcast mentions, I got friends that's longer than you are, and you literally mean nothing to me.
I did not.
To a certain point, your impact to me wasn't that big.
I don't remember saying that.
Never mind. This is where relationship and friendship starts to crumble down.
Yeah, you're witnessing it first here.
Yeah, but yeah, would you anything you want to add on with that?
No, I think that's about what I actually wanted to say.
Okay, cool. So how about you, Tavin?
Yes, let's hear it, Tavin.
Let's hear it from Tavin, the man himself.
Before this, I think me making friends, it was like there was no criteria. It's like, oh, you came, okay, so that's how friends are made. But I think like now after high school, I finally know exactly what type of friend I want, and I know exactly where to get them also. So I think the friends that I want to avoid are there only one specific type of friend, which is what. Well, not exactly. I have a very broad name for this. It's called the fuckboy group. This group I memang pantang because the way they act, the way how they treat people is all just dog shit. And the thing is this is not special for everyone. The fuckboy group is literally one general term. Like if one person is a fuckboy, that term applies. The term, their thinking, their mindset, the way they act in public, their attitude, it really it's like a community basically. So they're all the same only, basically.
So basically they're a fuckboy community.
Yeah, there is a fuckboy community. They will never admit it. They don't even like being called fuckboy.
Yeah.
Or sometimes Lala also, if you prefer a very Cantonese-like
term for
that. Yes,
But
exactly.
but most of the time it's like they are already associated to the group and they just don't know it.
Yeah, exactly. So to me, it's like it's okay to have friends like this, but it's never okay to pull them into your personal life, because once you do, then things that you don't want, you don't want shit to happen would happen, So I've had my experience 3 times already. I kind of fucked 3 times already by these 3 fuckboys.
Hence the name fuckboy.
Fuckboy.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I feel like the term that most people, when they say fuckboy is for a different reason.
Yeah.
But Tavin's type of fuckboy is...
I think the proper term to call is the I don't know what's
Actually, the reason why I call it fuckboys is because of that reason, yes.
Okay.
So I don't really have a special name that I want to create for them. So I'd much prefer to use a name that's already out there in existence rather than create something on my own. So fuckboy is the name that I kind of stuck on with.
I see.
So yes, they do that too. I mean, look at David.
Fuck
Yep.
boy.
Yeah,
Fuck
basically.
boy.
But here's the funny thing. The thing is that to me, I have this thing called a fuckboy radar. Where if
Right.
What you mean?
Okay, so
Where he can spot a fuckboy a mile away.
Exactly.
Yes.
So it's like,
okay, sorry to cut you off there, but don't like in Malaysia, it's like the word fuckboy or lalatai. Normally, you have that starter pack. You know,
Yeah.
everyone on
Yeah.
Facebook shares the
Fuckboy
starter pack,
okay.
like tattoos and hair dyeing and stuff like that, which is not me. I'm different.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, sure.
I mean,
I know you.
Like,
Yeah,
hello,
fuckboy.
I don't get tattoos for no reason. Like, I don't get a fucking dragon tattoo and be like, yeah, what's up?
I
I'm
have
in
a
a gang.
dragon on my body right now.
Yeah, it's like for me, it's like, okay, I think this is a topic for another day or another season. But for me, I will say in general is that every tattoo I have has a meaning behind it. Regardless if it's in another foreign language or it's in a picture or something, every one of them have a meaning to me, and I always think it through before getting it tattooed on me. A hair color, I won't say much because hair colors just come and go in the season, and of course depending on which color is more cheap to own at the time and more lasting lah. Of course, that threshold, like I say in those previous episodes, threshold is important to me. But please continue with your definition.
so during my entire time, I've only thought that there was one type of fuckboy. When I met David, I realized there are two types: the upper middle class and the super rich one.
The M40 and the T20.
M20.
B40 and M.
B40 is the
Lower
below.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Below.
But normally the first type is basically like the clothing. From the clothing also you can see already. Or the big glasses. And then
LVP.
I feel like he's judging a whole group right now.
listen.
And I picture them in my mind.
The big glasses, the undercut, hairstyle, fucking wax, and then we sometimes wear bomber jackets or shit like that, or
The designer
something.
clothes.
Yeah, not designer clothes, but it's a very minimalistic clothing, and then
Which normally have a baby picture on them.
not really.
Oh, the
He's very
teddy bear.
specific about the type of fuckboy he's just.
Okay. My
Then,
apologies.
their clothing is all like slim fit, skinny fit, and then their watch typical is like like the very trendy kind of watches like the Daniel Wellington, or most of them they all wear G-Shock or so lah. So it's like very even clothing. Listen. Even clothing wise lah, there's a limit. However,
Directly feeling attacked.
listen. Indirect clothing wise also it's a factor, but the one factor that's very easy to tell is the way they handle people and the way they talk to people. They are very easily socializable, but at the same time they're very chibai about it also. So from these factors lah, you can kind of understand exactly who's a fuckboy and who's not, and who's genuine and who's not. The biggest factor to consider is the fact that when they start talking cock, or when they start talking cock, when they start lying, and you can kind of sort of feel it, like certain people when you talk to, they start lying, and then you like, oh, okay, that's a lie, but I'm just gonna let you slide with it. So it's like if you form all of these factors, that's basically what a fuckboy is. So that is the first kind. The second kind, it really threw me off the bus because I didn't really know until the very last minute. The same attitude, but just the clothing difference. No glasses, always wear shorts.
And slippers.
No, he wears shoe. What? He wears shoe.
Oh yeah,
all the
he
time.
wears shoe.
And then no watch also. Apple Watch lah, which I think is the most fuckboy thing. But then again, he's more into tech lah, as far as what I know. So I couldn't identify. The one thing that I could identify is his attitude, fucking chibai. And then eventually that's when I realized there's a second type of fuckboy. The fuckboy that is like, how to say, the very kaya kind of fuckboy.
So it's the T20 type.
For David's case lah, so far this is the first species I found lah.
So we shall name the species the D22.
Yes, the D22. Yes.
With no mistake to the durian. Definitely not the durian.
Yeah.
They're not talking about a durian.
Yeah. So this, they think of it as like the what?
Technically, he can be classified as a durian because they're like spiky on the outside. It's like it's like, yes, when at first it feels it tastes good and all, but once you get to know him as a whole, it starts to get prickly and stuff. I mean the analogy can be used in that way.
Interesting.
But essentially, this is the type of people that I want to avoid. Now I finally understood everything about David. I'm just gonna avoid him because fuck him. But the people that I want to be around with lah. So far, I have 3 loyal friends which are really great. You know, him, Shao, and Choyang. And then the type of friends that I want to look for right now lah is probably somewhere around the car community / business kind of people. So, you know, because I want to leverage my passion to get to be around with people who are much older than me and much smarter than me, and people who are around the business field.
Yeah, that's really smart because like I think we have to grow out of our friends too. So
yes,
I think that's very important also.
To me, the one thing that I tell myself is that my current friends may not be able to get me to where I want later down the line in the future. However, my future friends may be able to.
Yeah.
So it's
good that you know where to find them.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of people struggle with that.
Yeah, they don't really have the luxury to actually try to find it. So to me, that's everything lah. Basically, that's how I choose my friends.
Thank you, Tavin. We'd like to move on to Sir Eddie now to tell us about friends. So listen up, people.
Yeah, friends.
What a wild term for you.
I mean, I am more on an outgoing type of person, I would say. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not. But
you very ons lah.
Yeah, I'm very on, so I kind of make friends easily. But at the same time
Is it hard to like stay friends with them?
Yeah, yes. It is hard to stay friends with them. Can my phone shut up for 1 second? What the fuck is it? Oh. Moment of silence. Can we cut to commercial?
We'll be right back after these short messages.
But yeah, friends for me it's a big headache, man.
Wow.
Because being a very sociable person, you're always trying to build yourself relationships as in connections. And just like Tavin, he's trying to build his circle or his community around car guys, around business people. And for you, Dania, what's the community you're trying to go into again?
I don't have a specific one yet.
Okay.
But when I do, I'll let you know. We'll come back for episode 2.
We'll come back for part two.
Choosing friends.
Our catching up episode. But yeah, for me, it's like I want to be in a place where hi, good morning. I want to be in a place where I still want to be a child, to have like the kitty joking, kitty vibe, you know, that pure joy type of vibe, you know, not really caring much about education or anything. Is like, yeah, everything's about fun. And I also want to be in a community where it's mature and it's like adult based, like uncle, auntie, or people in the industry, which I feel myself being more in that community when I was younger. And then when I got older, I feel that I want to be more playful, which is what led me into all the previous episodes that was said. And yeah,
basically your life experience lah.
Yeah, it basically, actually, yes, it's true. It signs up my life experience, because through community, I would say, we understand everything better. And also through your different type of circles, you get to see who will go in the long run with you. And for me, I saw that, yeah, the childish ones are really childish, and those like just for fun one or for whatever, yeah, they're fucking childish, because most of these people are T2, T20. They're in that fucking high wealthy class. But for me, Okay, yeah.
So you sorry to interrupt,
Sorry,
but
yeah.
no, so your friends have basically all been, I mean, to quote unquote, rich people, rich children.
A lot of them.
So that's your friend community.
As of now lah. I mean now not really, but it's a good mixture. But I feel that maybe in the past few months or past like maybe half a year, a lot of them are on the T20 range. So yeah, my spending got backfired and all, and I was in a whirlpool of headaches regarding money and relations. So at that point I was like, I'm trying to come back down to earth, trying to be more realistic, and of course that's a lovely car.
Oh,
The Civic. Nice.
Quickly change the exhaust. Nice.
Yeah, I know, right?
Anyway.
Yeah, that's my community. But I feel like when I was younger, because I had the base, I hang out with a lot of old folks. I do community service around my taman, and I learn a lot from them because most of them are retired. They have experienced life per se, and the things that they said really kind of built a foundation for me to what I am. But because of human need, and according to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you need to go through different type of fucking like levels of before you reach self-actualization, which I am in since the last episode. And I feel that I'm at the time and at the point where I know who is who, and I know for who is for what type of reason they're staying for me. Like some of them are in it for my connections, some are in it for my money, which honestly I'm broke and I don't know why they're still with me. And
is it because like they think that you're too available?
I think so, because this is also one thing, making yourself available to your friends will also indicate that you're kind of rich. You don't really need to care about anything, and you can just fly anywhere. And I think that's how David kind of took advantage of that point at that time. And friends. I mean, it's kind of a tough pill to swallow lah, for all of us, especially when we hit those fucking assholes. Like fucking assholes. It's like I don't know what to say lah. Some of them are toxic. Some of them are toxic emotionally. Some of them are toxic financially. There's always a mix of all.
The truth is that our friendship is actually quite peaceful.
Yeah,
honestly,
it was peaceful.
It was peaceful. And then suddenly when David came in, then basically the drama just started from there. Granted, if he never came into that position, I think we still would have been very peaceful. It would have been very quiet. Of course, to me, I really think that you still would have met Choyang and Atiwa and all, but
just in a different setting.
And just definitely David wouldn't have been involved, because the reason why Choyang is not because of David, it's because of me.
Yeah.
So, of course.
So what benefit did David actually bring to like this friendship that you guys had? And okay, after you answer that, is it important for like a friend or someone that you know to, I mean for you guys lah, like for me, I would say, okay, after I ask this question, the question is it important that someone needs to bring something to the friendship? Like a benefit, or let's say a lesson?
I think every friend exists for a reason. They come and go for a reason. They appear for a reason. Why do I feel like someone's playing behind my car?
Yeah, no. There
are kids riding bicycles there.
Where?
Behind.
Oh, okay, I see them now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fucking corgi.
It's a fat ass dog.
That's a fucking corgi. I want a corgi.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I said, I feel that every friend is come and go for a reason. Some are there to teach us lessons. Some are there to support us emotionally and also mentally. and physically, and also some of them are just.
But not financially, huh? Okay, continue.
Actually, no. I had to go against that statement.
I beg to differ.
I beg to differ that too.
So you have supported your friends financially?
Yes,
huh?
yes.
a
Okay,
few
I'll be
few
honest.
times.
Yes, and that's Tavin's, not really Tavin's role lah, but that was like kind of like a halfway moment.
It was a choice that I made.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you're asking me what are your roles, is that you are the role that listens and heals me emotionally, physically, and also to be there, to be a fun person around. For Tavin, it's more of a companion in replacement of Dania.
Aww.
Wow.
But Tavin, in terms of Tavin, he taught me lessons in business, in finance, and in modifications and whatsoever lah. That's where he comes in. So I mean, as of now and as of what I experienced, excluding high school years, like let's talk 18 and above, after we graduate from a setting where we can't escape each other. Like after we escape each other, what have we learned from each other? That's my takeaway from the situation. I don't know about you guys, but yeah. Hi. Speak.
That was a lot. Okay lah, I would say that I think
lie.
I don't know, I'm a bit conflicted with your statement, what you just said.
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, okay lah. So like, I don't know, like how would you say that? Are you friends with someone because you gain something?
To me, I'm not really in it for the gaining purposes, you know. For example, I think the best example I can give is my friend Shao.
Okay.
You know,
Hello. Good morning, Shao.
I didn't approach him. He approached me, and he did it because he felt it was the right thing to do. And so, you know, he doesn't gain anything. I don't gain anything. We just did it just for the sake of the fact that it was the right thing to do.
And you guys connected lah. In that
Yeah.
sense.
And then of course, over the years, we eventually built a passion for cars and stuff. And so, yes, Choyang, of course, we started friends as like just, you know, for no reason. And then of course, eventually, we coincidentally we both started liking cars. We started talking more, and we became more into like friendship. We started talking about friends. We had like a few mutual friends that we disliked also, and kind of give our opinions. And that's how we started hanging out. And for Eddie, I think I started to really hang out with him after high school.
Yeah.
So
almost
almost at the end of high school to outside high school. And the real reason is because of the fact that we actually smoked that time. So we used to go out to.
They vaped.
Yeah, the vape basically.
Vape, not smoke. Okay.
So we used to go out to
Hashtag no smoke.
Roachman, and then I used to go to the GTHB.
Yeah, GTHB. Great
So
place.
there are times when Eddie has blundered me when I had no money, and there are times when I did my best to blunder Eddie when he had no money. So yeah. I don't do it for the benefit lah. I just do it because why not?
Enjoy each other's company.
Yeah, basically. But
I think. Yeah, you're saying?
But of course, eventually, the inevitable part is that everybody started liking the same passion that I have.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of good also lah.
We shall call it the Tavin virus. But yeah, how about you, Dania? Speak.
Let's see.
Speak more.
I don't know. For me, like, okay lah. I'll just talk about this because.
Alright.
It's a no filter podcast, right?
Yep.
I've never really said this, but I don't have the like best experiences with friendship. I always go in like a bit
Cold-heartedly.
not cold-hearted, but with a bit of like, I would say, like what's the word? I'm trying to find the word right now.
Dania met the word and the word was good.
No. Like a bit hesitant. I'll be like a bit hesitant to approach this friendship, you know. And then first thing I also say if like I enjoy this person's company, like you would say. But I'm not friends with a person because you know they have this or they're like this. You know, like for example, they have a car, they are rich and all that kind of stuff. I'm not into that shit when they are a shit person to be around. You know. So yeah, but I just don't understand, like, you know, you have some friends who you're like super close to, and then all of a sudden they're like different, you know. So would you say that they are toxic friends? I wouldn't know, because like at first they were fine, and then all of a sudden they wake up one day and decide that, oh, I don't want to hang out with you anymore. You know, they just go ahead and ghost you.
I mean, there must be a reason.
Yeah, there
for
has to be a reason, but then they
change.
don't tell you the reason, and then you just like spend your whole life wondering.
Yeah.
And then
Now this is what
it's very
yeah.
it bothers you. I mean, it did bother me for the longest time until like I had to close it myself.
Any specific names you like to name?
There is a specific name.
I know the person. Please name it.
I'm not gonna say it for I don't want to get sued or anything.
Although trust
Yeah.
me, we've been saying this guy's name, this David's name for
Yeah,
X amount of time.
Just wait for the lawyer's letter, lah. Y'all are gonna get sued.
I mean, it's YouTube, bro.
Not
It's
gonna
like
jinx it lah, but-
free speech,
I'm
bro.
kind of curious now who you guys are talking about.
I had this friend. Okay.
Okay, this
We just call her friend.
oh, it's a
okay.
her.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a her. It's a her.
Oh, okay. I
Okay,
think
yeah.
I think I might.
There
guess.
we
So
go.
now you
That's the
guys
spirit.
know.
That's the
Okay,
spirit.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't really benefit anything from the friendship. I would say I just would say that we talked about the things that we both liked. And it's difficult. I think the main reason that you connect with somebody also is that you have something in common. For example, you won't just randomly walk up to a stranger and be friends with them. No, there must be like a factor that brings you guys together, so you guys can talk about it and then become closer and then do other activities. Right? For you guys, it's like cars. For a friend that I just met in university, it was like the K-pop group that we like, GOT7. If you guys don't know, tomorrow is their new album is dropping.
Anyways,
so go check it out.
yes. No, I didn't. No, wait.
Just a casual drop there.
A subtle plug.
Yeah, but yeah, so we just enjoy each other's company, and suddenly one day they're just like, oh, I can't hang out with you anymore. I'm not gonna do it anymore. So it just leaves you wondering, like, am I the problem? Did I do something wrong? And it's weird because then okay, this is one episode, and then I have another episode with a bunch of friends who I too was friends to for a very long time. Just recently have distanced myself from them without any contact, and I feel sad because I am very fond of these people, even though I don't like them for certain reasons. But I think that I can tolerate it, so I choose to
Tolerate it.
I tolerate it, and then you find out that they think that you're a problem. When you are actually like, I mean, I'm not trying to like, but I feel like it's been like they're like attacking you in subtle ways. Like, I don't know if you guys have experienced that, but yeah.
I do.
In a way, right? Yeah.
All of us do. I'm pretty sure
But then
all of
they
us
still
do.
want to be your friend. They don't want to just like go up to your face and tell you like, oh, well, I don't want to hang out with you anymore. So that's what I can't respect. I would
So basically being fake friends.
I wouldn't call it being fake friends, because fake friends like so childish. Like legit, like you like you can say it's fake friends lah, okay? But okay, that's the second episode that we're talking about. So yeah, you can call that the fake friends episode. So yeah, but you've been friends with them for the longest time, and I don't know why they keep being friends with you. Is it because you're in the same, you have to be around each other all the time and all the things? But I just don't understand why you would, if you feel this way about someone, why would you choose to like be their friend?
Hand. Give me hand. Okay. Hold. Perfect. Put down a bit. Yeah, perfect. Now, if you are wondering why we are not using a mic stand, because the mic stand. Yeah.
The mic stand is Tavin's hand for today.
Yeah. Is illogical to. I mean, technically, I did try to like put it there and like stuff the whole thing here, but yeah, that would be very unlogical. But yes, I mean, all of us, we do have a lot of. I won't say a lot, but I would say we all have friends that we are friends for a very long time, and then suddenly.
And you know each other very well, so you know like the type of person that friend is. You watch them grow, so I feel like it's weird that you wanna. Excuse you, Tavin.
Yeah. I want to say that too.
Wow.
You just burped.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very obvious.
Yeah, we both just were like. Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't.
Yeah.
It's okay. So yeah, I just don't understand like why they wouldn't just come up to your face and tell you that, oh, we're not cool with you, we don't want to hang around you. So I think it's quite stupid to do that, and then it's hurting for the other party as well. So.
Yeah, I also feel that considering that you guys know each other for that long, I mean long as in above 10 years lah.
Yeah.
Cause I also have friends that I know for 10 years like Sam and Sao Hong and Ying Sing and all the names that I can name, and no one will ever know them except for like people who know me and know them at the same time. Like yeah, we do go back for a long way, but the problem is like let's say halfway through they unfriend you, like let's halfway as in like below 10 years they unfriend you. It's like okay, we might know for a reason why lah. Maybe it's because we are too so high, or maybe there's an argument among everyone, or within both of you, and then you disband. Like you break the friendship, or you end the friendship.
The friendship ends,
we understand. But let's say,
but I have a question. Like as a friend who knows you for more than 10 years, like, shouldn't you as a friend tell your other friend what is something that you dislike about them, so that your friend can do better?
I think Tavin has a good opinion on this.
Speak, Tavin. Tell us. Lay
me,
down the truth.
To me, like downright, if you don't like something, you just better just say it out loud. Don't try to keep it inside, because the more you keep it, like it becomes like a very silent grudge, you know. And when it becomes a silent grudge, when you meet someone else who's associated with this friend, and they come and tell you about the grudge that you have similarly, you tend to like relate to them. When you start relating to them, that's where the problem slowly starts, you know. That's when you start
become
silently,
like a haters, like a group of haters.
Yeah, you silently start hating on this person, and then you know eventually when they do something bad, you don't go and complain to anyone else. You go and complain to that friend that's relating you, and then eventually this 2 people suddenly becomes 4 people. 4 people becomes 6 people. And it becomes 6 people
the
or 4
power
people,
of multiplication.
and it becomes, you know, like 4 to 6 people. You guys eventually like get so hyped up to the point where, okay, you know what, fuck this guy, he's a piece of shit because of this reason, let's just cut him off and let's just be friends together. And so it's basically like, how to say, you're not solving the problem by cutting this person out. You're basically just creating drama, when in reality, as a friend, you should just tell them directly.
Be honest, right? And tell them to their face. That's exactly my problem. Is what people don't do. They prefer to go around, you know, so afraid of like hurting this other person's feelings, when they're in the end they're gonna hurt their feelings more.
So,
you know, I believe in one thing lah. Like if you plan to go the long distance with your friend, let's say I plan to have a long relationship, like a lasting relationship with Tavin or with Dania, I would tell them their problem, and then from there we tell each other's problem. Like, what's your problem? I don't like this about you. I feel like your head is ugly. I feel like your glasses are ugly. I just be honest with them. No offense, but that's just the point.
Not for such petty attacks, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean.
What's your problem, Eddie? Do we have a problem?
We got no problem.
This hat is a special hat.
Yes, I know. I can tell. But it was just an illustration.
Speaking, I have an issue with your hair, bro. I'm just gonna tell you.
Let's be honest. Okay, I got a haircut. I fucking look like a girl. For some reason I don't know. But I know everyone has an issue with my hair, specifically the hair color.
This is
hair
how
color.
you speak to your friends.
Yeah.
You be honest, terus terang, and tell them to their face.
I think this is also tied down to the. How do I say this?
But you know, as your friend Eddie, if you like it, you do you, bro.
Yeah.
I will accept it.
That's one thing about friendship is that we tell you the problem
and we accept
it.
We accept you.
That's the most important thing.
We don't need judgments. I feel we just need someone there to accept us.
Yeah, as I was. Not gonna lie, I heard them saying like Indian and stuff like that in Chinese.
Talk about us.
Anyway,
most likely, but I feel that, as I say, in the friendship, is that you need to tell each other your problem and what you feel about each other. And it's not just in a relationship. In a relationship, yes, as husband and wife, definitely more, of course. But as friendship, and you know you want to go the distance with them, you need to tell them what you feel about them. At the same time, you got to accept them. And then let's say if they really don't want to change, and they're really hard-headed, and you know about this, this thing about them, is that to just simply tell them the issue, and then just accept it. But of course, there is a limit to how much we can accept lah. Of course, we'll be as honest as possible to one another.
It's like you ask yourself whether you can tolerate it, whether you can still live if they are like this. And I think if it is possible, then
everything is just continue it. But if you can't, of course, provide yourself a valid reason on why you're withdrawing with this friendship of yours. And I feel that you're very uncomfortable.
Sorry.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's from my side. And
What?
you know, remember previous podcast was like 40 plus minutes long?
Now this is 1 hour.
No, this is 40, soon to be 40.
41 minutes.
Yeah, just hit, but I mean,
We don't have a special guest on every episode.
yeah.
So-
Self plug. Anyway, so another thing I wanted to bring up about choosing friends is nowadays I find that people are not loyal. Like friends don't have your back.
Yep.
Actually, not even nowadays, lah. You know, with most friends I have. Okay, I'm gonna share this PSA a little bit, not PSA, but it's like a, what would they say, TMI? I don't know.
Too much information.
I really have no idea, but it's
PSA lah.
yeah, PSA. Eddie is the most okay lah. He's a friend who has proved that he has my back. That's why I'm still friends with him. Because
Hello?
yeah,
This sudden?
if I find that you may not know what you did, but I saw it that way, that you had my back, so yeah.
I'm starting to question which event was this.
Don't worry about it. We'll talk about this after the podcast. But yeah, so for me, that's also very important in a friendship. If they don't have your back, then God knows what the hell they be talking shit about you that you could have shared with them in confidence, you know. So, which is one thing I worry a lot with my friends, because I talk a lot about a lot of things, and if like I don't want them to, and I tell it to them in confidence, trusting that they would not, go and, talk shit about me and stuff like that. So I guess I'll never know, but yeah, loyalty, I feel like a lot of people don't have that in friendships nowadays.
Yes.
And one of the best friendships I've witnessed is my father and his best friend. They've had they are the definition of best friends. I think they're more like brothers lah, but they're like their the bond they have as friends is untouchable. And
Like brothers already.
yeah, they're like brothers, but more than brothers, because even your relationship with your brother could not be like that,
Just like my brothers.
They're not related by blood, but they have this bond that's unbreakable, and nobody can come and shake this bond that they have,
I think, like, as the saying goes lah, water, blood is thicker than water, but sometimes a lot of instance it proves otherwise.
Yeah, that's true.
Because once you're related to something by blood, you're bound by all the legal laws and stuff. But if, let's say, if you're not related by blood, or let's just say you're just friends that turn into brothers, it doesn't mean that the law doesn't apply to you. It still applies, but it doesn't apply as deeply as...
Correct, because this is the person that you not chose to be around and chose to be related to, this person you chose to be around, but you're not related to, and spend so much of your time with them that, you've developed this type of bond that's like more than siblings.
Yeah.
Even, it's like this person who's like just there for you, when you think of someone to have your back, is this person. And a lot of people don't find that in a lifetime.
Yeah, and I can uphold that statement. What the fuck is that sound?
Like, to be very honest,
Yeah,
I have a lot of problems with you.
I know.
Yeah, but I
I
still
know.
accept you
I know.
because that's just you.
I know.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me adjust the brightness on this.
But you better not have any problems with me because I'm perfect, okay?
That's not how things work.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
So yeah.
I think the sun's setting
take.
and stuff like that. I think conveniently located and whatsoever right now. Oh, we should have won this long time ago,
Yep.
bro.
Now we're orange.
Now
Enjoy
we're
our
orange.
orange
Yeah.
faces.
But I think, not to say anything, but because the sun is going down, I think we should somehow wrap this up with a few points. So I think one of us each give a point and also put some emphasis on it.
Okay.
So let's start it with Tavin because he's been talking the least in today's podcast.
Okay, this is the one. To me, this is my own problem lah. The thing is, I'm not very trusting of people, regardless of how long I've known them. So to me, this is the first time in my actual life that I'm actually putting my trust to other people. You know, people like you, Cho Yang, Shao, and like sometimes I doubt myself. You know, like should I? But then like I kind of feel disgusted about it because it's like wow, like they trust you and you're doubting this. Like you should be ashamed of yourself for thinking that. You know, so to me it's like I'm putting so much of trust in this, like this newfound friendship that I have, and yeah, I know it's gonna pay. I know it's going to be a very good friendship, but to me it's like if there's one thing that you can take away from it, it's to actually trust your brothers, yeah, and don't doubt them for 1 second, because when you start doubting, you might start creating a silent grudge on them if let's say you were to doubt it lah. So yeah, that's what I would say lah.
How about
Thank
you?
you, Tavin.
Thank you.
Mine is just a follow up for what I just said, is to be loyal to your friends and have their backs, because it may not look like they need it, but they do. And of course, you should expect the same thing from your friends as well.
Eddie?
For me, I feel that mine's a combination of both of your points, which is, you can't be too trusting. I mean, yes, you can put X amount of trust. Of course, different people have different definitions of how much they want to put in, but you can't put too much of your own limit, because once you put too much, you give people the wrong understanding and also the wrong feeling, which is something we don't want in a friendship, because
Yeah.
once that thing goes as per se planned unintentionally, you're kind of screwed already. Your friendship is going to go down whatsoever. And also coming from a guy which has five younger brothers per se, not like blood related, but not related by blood, but by heart lah. I would say by heart. We done a lot of stupid shit together. I'll be honest. We done a lot of stupid shit together.
Are you like the big brother in the group?
I'm
Like the
technically,
oldest?
I'm the
Okay,
oldest.
that's why
there.
they've done a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah. And a lot of times is you also learn lessons from them in terms of trust, in terms of friendship, in terms of longevity. And what's important is that you know what each and every one of their limit is. Some of them are okay with one thing, some of them are okay with another, and all of them are different. And you know,
Right.
you need to know how you're gonna play a part in their life, in impacting them for good or for worse.
True, yeah.
So it doesn't need to apply just like for younger brothers like I have, but also to your friends alone. What do you want to impact them? What do you want to see change in them? What do you want to bring into them? Like what type of experience you want to give them? You want to be a fun guy, you want to be an outgoing person, or you want to be an introvert guy, but at the same time you are trusting enough for that one person to keep coming back to you with their problems as a problem solver. And I don't know about this lah, but if you look for me as a religious guy, yes, I was once a very religious guy.
Now you don't even go to church.
Now I don't even go to church and all. It's like
But that's a personal preference.
that's the
Yeah.
personal preference. I mean, regardless of whatever religion and all, we have our ups and downs, and I've been through my fair share of ups, and right now I'm in the valleys of the downs. But I know with confidence and of course with friends, per se
Yes.
friends.
Who should accept you for your decisions, how good or how bad they might be. But if they're bad, try to help you lah. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. But if there are things that we can accept, then I think as friends, you should.
Anyways, let's
Yes.
cut to an ending, shall we?
I just want to say, because I want to talk about this, but since there's not enough time, I have an idea for the next time we talk about this topic. If we do,
Okay.
it's going to be like how to properly, like, because I feel like the reason people don't do it is because they don't know how to do it. So let's help them.
All right.
And let's talk about ways or like how we can tell our friends that they are toxic,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah.
and help them from that. If not, cut off the friendship.
I
Because
think
it's like
he's the guru in that.
like-
He's the
it's
guru in that.
it's good for you and it's also good for me. But don't leave it on like a sour note where
Yeah.
that person who like you have like distanced yourself from thinks of you in like a bad light.
Mhm.
When you know you had an issue, when it could have been communicated and understood by both parties and
Yeah.
ended in a you know amicable way lah per se.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Would you like to end the podcast for us?
Yes,
as guests?
I would love to. So, thank you everybody for watching. Definitely, I'm gonna watch this. We will see you, or they will see you on the next podcast. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Have a good day and stay safe, everyone.
Anything
you.
you want to add on, Tavin?
Please like, follow, and also subscribe to our channel for more podcasts like this. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell.
And also do share us your no filter journey with our hashtags that we link down below, or you can just hashtag
Yeah,
at No Filter Podcast.
Yeah, and also tell us your story about choosing friends on the comment section below.
That's
Thank
it for
you.
today.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.